morning to Karl Truman.
Morning. Great to be back after this great weekend.
Wonderful,
Yes,
and we really love your tie.
Well, thank you. A little late, but I wanted to wear it for the holiday.
Fantastic.
276-2118. Karl Truman is here to answer your questions. Karl, did you have a nice weekend?
Great. Wonderful weather.
Good.
Memorial Day, always a time that we remember all those who have served our nation and who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. Karl, you fortunately were able to serve in the military and be here to practice law today, for which we are very grateful.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we also want to talk a little bit about the kind of law that you practice. It's a personal injury, everything that you can imagine, Social Security kind of law, workers' compensation law. What else?
Well, all types of injury claims, whether it's automobile accidents is, of course, a substantial part. On-the-job injuries, workers' compensation claims, nursing home, medical malpractice, maritime injuries, hurt on the river, dog bites. It's something that we see a lot, where people get bitten by vicious dogs, and, premises where maybe falling on property, at grocery stores or, commercial property. So all types of injury claims.
Gotcha. What kind of calls are coming in the office around this time of year, Karl?
Well, a lot of automobile accidents, a lot of people out on the road for the holidays, so the more people out on the road, the more people texting and emailing while driving, and more people going to be speeding and happen to hit somebody.
And boating too, I'm imagining.
276-2118 is the number to call, and we actually may have a caller coming in right now, but I'm going to go ahead and hit this one email because it's about boating. You ready? I'm looking into buying a boat this summer. I've never owned one before, so I wasn't sure if you needed to have something similar to car insurance in case you get involved in an accident on the water. And this is from Matt in Clarksville. You mentioned the other day, Karl, you don't have to have anything to be able to boat.
That's
besides a lot of common sense.
Right, and certainly you should get boaters insurance and liability insurance to take care of any boating accidents, because you are responsible just like you are in your car.
Yeah.
But no, the laws don't require the same level of training or experience or licensing or insurance like a car. So I'm a strong advocate, anybody that's getting a boat, to really take either a class from the U.S. Power Squadron or the Coast Guard Auxiliary.
Yes.
I think that's very important for your own safety and the safety of others on the road.
And no alcohol on the river.
No alcohol, no texting while boating, same as texting while driving.
Right.
Shelby from Okolona is on the phone with us and has a question for Karl. Shelby, go ahead.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Thanks for taking my call. I just have one question. I know you do injuries and other lawsuits, but do you do any lawsuits on illegal gambling?
Question.
No, I mean, that's generally more of a law enforcement action to enforce illegal gambling. So no, I can't say I've ever had a call about a gambling issue. Was there a specific issue that came up?
Yes, when you put money in a machine, a slot machine like that, and you get a coupon and you can get cigarettes, gasoline, prizes, is that still gambling or not?
Well, it sounds to me like it'd be gambling. Certainly, that's something that the state police would want to look into if it's at a bar or something. But that's that's more of a gas station.
Yes.
Well, if you're putting in money, then certainly it would be. If it's just a freebie thing where you can say, okay, spin the wheel and win the prize or something, then that's not going to be considered gambling. If it's free, you just randomly. But if you have to pay money to do it, then certainly that would be gambling.
Yes, you put in cash and they give you out $10 coupons. You can buy cigarettes, gasoline, prizes, and everything.
Interesting.
I think the state police would be interested in that.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Shelby. Appreciate that call very much. And we're getting another call, which means there's been a lot of activity over the Memorial Day weekend. People need advice on a lot of things.
Right. Make sure you're calling us, 276-2118. Karl, going back to the boating a little bit, Hike, bike, and paddle took place yesterday. Lots of safety going around, so safety is a huge key.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, of course, be safe, and because that's something that I stress is safety. Even though my services are there after the fact when someone becomes injured, but I really try to advocate safety, and whether it is a lot of different pursuits. So, because that's something through my educational materials. Because I think a better educated consumer makes a better client.
That's
Giving
why you
away
should read the
helmets.
books. The books that Karl writes are fantastic. I've got copies of them. And you can get them free if you contact him. We've got another call, Becca.
We do have another call. Stephen from Prospect. Stephen, go ahead. Carl's listening.
Yes, I'm actually getting ready to start a business, and I wanted to see if I needed to get it patented, the idea patented. I've been told by a few people that I know who have this business expertise, they said that I needed to get it patented and don't say a lot out in public about your idea.
Well, certainly patents are available, and of course that's kind of out of my area of practice, but you know, patents are available if you have a unique product or item that you're manufacturing. So certainly, you know, it'd be something to talk to an attorney who practices, you know, predominantly in the patent trademark area. Of course, a patent is for a product. A trademark is, say, for a logo, like the Pepsi logo is trademarked. So if you have a certain logo or trade name, you can trademark it so nobody else can use it.
Okay.
But a patent would be if you created a product that you don't want somebody else to duplicate. You know, certainly that's something to talk to an attorney that handles that area.
And there was an old wives' tale that went around that if you wrote your idea down and sent it to yourself in the mail, that it was actually copyrighted, trademarked, or patented. That's not necessarily the case.
I think it's got to be on record at the Patent and Trademark Office.
There are
in Washington,
applications. Yeah, you can go online and you can look those up and find the government entity which will accept those applications.
Well, I was
Stephen,
just
thank
talking
you.
to an attorney because all these things online, do-it-yourself kits, usually you end up caught like a do-it-yourself divorce or something. A lot of times you end up spending more money fixing it later on than
Sure.
if you just spend a little money
That's right.
getting the right advice up front.
We had another caller who didn't want to go on the air with a question. They just wanted to compliment you on the great job you did.
Well, thank you.
How very
They said
nice.
we love Karl.
We like that a whole lot. And it's interesting what a small town Louisville is, but one of our next guests coming up happened to have been instructed by you in the military. So we're going to be talking to Major Rosa Maynard in just a minute about her deployment to Iraq tomorrow. Do you have any thoughts that you'd like to express to her, Karl?
Keep your head down, be safe.
That's exactly right. And Karl's great service in the United States military, of course, something that we all appreciate very much, as well as his practice of personal injury law, motor vehicle accidents, Social Security, workers' comp. Ask for more information at trumanlaw.com, the quickest way to get to him. And the telephone number is 800-854-8285. Thanks for being with us today.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate
Karl.
it. Have a
See
great
you
one,
next
Karl.
week. We'll be right back with more Louisville Live. Stay with us.
Count